I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey. Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components. If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris. He can tell you what is missing. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
Frickin' spacesuit stuff. Huh.
Hey there. Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the Great Journey. I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent, and a set of thrust control modules. The igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them.
Alright.
Alright. Let me see. Yes, that's the igniting agent.
What?
But we'll need more of these souvenirs. A total of 5 should do it. Repcon has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might... Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east. Scavengers... Very well. We don't need a huge amount. 2 to 3 liters. I'd start by visiting local junk merchants or traders and see if that turns anything up.
Oh.
Gotta say.
What was it? Over here? Okay. Oh, oh, go back to that. I like that shading. Where are you? There you are.
Have you found the components we discussed? It's Isotope 239, all right. And there's enough here to launch the rockets. Now all I need is the thrust control modules. Bye.
Okay. Fly? Oh, that weighs nothing. I'll take. Okay, so where's the...
Very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Hey, who detected me? Oh, hello. Hi, sir. You, what you doing? You, come here often? Yeah? Yeah.
Find anything?
Yep.
Well, I don't know how you've done it, but I do know how I can thank you. Please take this, compliments of Alice and myself. And help yourself to anything in that freezer over yonder. We got more steaks in there than we'd be able to eat in a year. So long.
Okay. Okay.
What? How'd you get past the guards? You've seen them too, haven't you? I can see it in your eye. There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
Oh my god.
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. only more invisible than the other one.
Has anyone been acting strange lately?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, because it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not, he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
I'm just going to keep on talking to them. I like
Folks
them.
will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining. Ghosts. Kami ghosts.
Communist
Don't know they're
ghosts.
dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a Kami ghost and so forth.
You're a scientist? And I believe we
If
already
anyone
asked them about Novark.
we never spoke.
Why was I in here? I thought the thing... Hello. Hey. Is it stealing? Yes, it is.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took
Why
you
are
for
you
a
in
raider
here?
I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes.
Malcolm
Don't
Holmes, why are
suppose
you in
you'd
this
care to
house?
trade? I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
I'm about to talk to this person who's asleep. I don't know why I'm allowed in here at this time. Why are you here at this time?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on. I had to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that'll shoot a man as soon as talk to him. Now that we're conversing, though, I can tell you what I know about those caps. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars. Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps. No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Does he? He does. Dang it. I'm gonna take it from him. Not gonna murder him. Just gonna take it from him. Yes. That's all we're gonna do.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors. As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
Ah.
Ha! Yes, you are quite the smooth talker. What the hell? $250 it is.
I like how you can do that and be like, I don't have it right now.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, cool. Oh, he's still over there.
Hey. Have you found the components we discussed? Indeed you did. And they seem to be in excellent condition. Yes. I'll tell Jason that the great journey can begin. We have everything we need
you
to
making
launch
those
the
sounds?
rockets, Jason. The great journey can begin.
Gather all. May the Creator guide my words and help me speak true. The Almighty Creator has seen fit to answer our prayers. The time
have
has
a feral
come
ghoul
for
down
us
there.
to board the rockets
It's kind of
and
eating
begin
the other one's
great
neck.
journey. Though it may seem that all humans despise us, the
I don't.
Creator
I
has
like
seen
ghouls.
fit to instruct us differently. The journey ahead would have been impossible if not for the intercession of two human friends. One new, the other a long, abiding companion. To our new friend, we say thanks and promise never to forget how he cleared from our path the
What about
demons who
Vanessa?
sought to stay our journey.
She was
As
also here.
Chris, we owe more than thanks. Chris, you have made this great journey a reality. From this moment
Can we get Chris a
forward,
mirror?
You will be remembered as the saint of the great journey. We shall never forget you. I ask that you forgive us, Chris, and give us your blessing. And we bestow ours upon you. Seekers, board the rockets. Take your seats. The great journey awaits.
Ah, I forget his name. What about the other ghoul?
Go to the far beyond.
Morning.
They're just gonna stand there now? And then we can take that. And Chris is just here like, what?
Did you hear him? My God, you were right all along. I'm no ghoul. They were just using me.
They take you if they could, Chris, but you would die.
And dying would be worse than this? Used up and thrown away like garbage?
Oh, that is true.
Oh, so I've redeemed the human race, is that it? What a crock. The human race can't stand me.
Yeah, screw it.
So, you want me to accompany you on your adventures across the wasteland, is that it? Life among humans again? That's what you're suggesting? I guess it's the only chance I've got. Maybe it'll be different this time. I was never a saint before. I can't believe I'm agreeing to this, but I'll give it a try. You go launch the rockets. I'm on my way to Novak.
So, where do you go to launch the rocket? Oh no!